outside of women, why do you think you're single?
And I wouldn't even say that it's women that's causing me to be single.
Mhm.
As far as me being single right now, it's
Right.
it's it's been a choice. It's been a lesson. And right now, I am in a period where I know that I am going. I call this chapter the life and life more abundantly chapter.
Right.
I'm doing my thing. I'm not slowing down for well, let me cater to her. Let me do what she needs. Let me take her out. I'm doing my thing. Now, if the woman that I'm dating wants to run along beside me, wants to be that helpmate, then she'll be then we'll go beyond dating. But I'm not getting married just to be married. I'll be on my own, but I'm
Uh-huh.
not sacrificing who I am and what I know I can accomplish to cater to a woman.
Is that you just doing this adding on another layer to who Leon to who Leon is? Is that what I'm gathering? At some
Right.
point in life, do need to try to, be by ourselves, add that extra layer so we can even be 10 times better. And I had to start off with that video. That's right. That's right. What's up? What's up, everybody? We're back. We're back for another edition of Guy Talk. Guy Talk. We got two of the brothers who came on before. I got Big J, and also I got my man Nada Great. Just want to just let you know, hey, I had to start off with that video because that video is probably one of my earliest videos. What I said I was going to start doing probably sometime this week, I was going to actually be able to put up some of the older videos and actually do a reaction to them, answer any questions, get the chat going or whatnot, so we can, have a good time and kind of review some of the other type of videos we had as well, the older ones. So other than that, welcome again. Welcome to date night online, date night platform. I want to, you know what? I'm not even going to take you guys through anything. I'm going to get right to it. I'm going to bring my boy Not a Great in. What's up?
What up, y'all? What up? What
Ain't no
up? How
sense of me
y'all
moving
feeling?
on, man. Everybody know who we are, man. Everybody know
Yeah,
who we
yeah,
are.
yeah. Ain't no need for it. How you feeling today, Mark?
Man, I'm feeling good, man. What's up with you, bro?
Same shit, different toilet. We out here.
We out here for real, man.
Yeah, we out here.
Hey, hey, man. So, you don't want to bring you back. Did you get a chance to hit a video out? Had of my man Leon up there where he's talking about why he's
Yeah,
single. Yeah, what
yeah,
you think
yeah,
about
yeah.
that, man? What you think about that?
Man, it looked familiar. Shit, I can most definitely relate.
Hmm.
You know, sometimes you got to go through a period of loading. We don't spend a lot of time to heal in between these relationships. We use the next partner to heal. So
Right, right,
yeah. So
right.
I think that's important, like for you to get your bearings straight, and then because a lot of times people would just be trying to fill a void that's
Hmm.
just been taken away from them. So it ain't real. Rebound shit.
Yeah, rebound. See, rebound is the worst shit in the world, man. But as far as some of the things I can definitely say that I can agree with him is that he said he's in this season to get himself straight, right? You know, hey, that's very honest and it's very noble because one of the things you don't want to do is ever meet someone and you don't have your shit in order,
Mm-hmm.
right? We
Mm-hmm.
got to have our shit in order. I think
Man.
that shows a lot. That shows a lot to women when we have our shit in order because one of the things they definitely like to subscribe to men that, as they say, have their stuff together so they can show that they can be providers and protectors. So let me
Mm-hmm.
ask you a question. We'll come out fire.
Come on.
In your opinion, what is your definition of to provide and protect when it comes to a man,
Of
bro?
course, like I said before on the other show, like every man wants to be the one. You don't feel like a man if you ain't the one providing financially.
Mm-hmm.
100%. So
Mm-hmm.
that's one. Finances, um, protection. It's more of it's a physical and a mental thing.
Mm-hmm.
Um, you want to physically protect them. You want them to physically, be able to protect them from harm, but also you want to um, be on the same accord mentally. So when you are in a situation, y'all both exactly know exactly how to move. To be on the same,
Yeah.
like, be on the same wavelength is important. I done came up with my brothers and sisters like on that. I'm talking
Uh-huh.
about like that close. Like we'll be in a situation, we just look, make it's a look, and we know exactly what to do. We finna fight or flight. You know what I'm saying? So
Mm-hmm.
I think
Mm-hmm.
that's important. So provide and protect, and also teaching. Teaching and guiding. Guiding is part of
Okay.
protection. Also being
Right.
that
Right.
guide. On how to move. Especially
Yeah.
in this world, you got to have a
And
manual on how to move in this world.
how to move manual, right?
Right.
But I'll say this: number one, when we have the manual, I definitely say this. I start the manual off, the move manual off. It'll be like men know who you are. That'll be like chapter one. That'll be chapter one. Man, know who you are in the manual, right? Because you can't lead or provide and protect if you don't understand who you are
Hmm.
as a man, right? That's so important. That'll be chapter one. Chapter two will look something like um,
How to posture
understanding
yourself.
how to posture yourself.
How to
Okay, what
posture
do you mean?
yourself.
Like
Like
okay,
for certain
explain on that with
certain
me.
things, that I was taught. You always try to sit upright. You never
Right,
sit lower than anyone.
right,
It's just little
right.
stuff like that. You never sit
Just
lower
something
than
like that.
anyone. Like if somebody's sitting up here, you don't sit on the floor. I don't know. It's just about
Mm-hmm.
you. Certain people can do it, but another one is I just had it lost. I lost it out of my head,
Well,
but
I got one to put in the manual. Another one would be like hand skills, right?
that's what I was
Just in
finna
case
say.
the world crash. Just in case the world
Oh,
crash, right? Yeah, you got you got to be able to make sure
trade.
you can
Oh
trade
yeah,
some
for
kind of
sure.
trade.
Know how to
Yeah,
fix a handy man.
right,
But I was finna say,
right,
when you shake somebody's hand, look them and
all right,
keep eye contact until y'all break hands away. Small things like that, because if you
right,
notice, a lot of people shake hands like this. They do not want to look folks in
right.
the eye. They don't want to look you in the eye. So that shows a certain type of it postures you it puts you in uh, a different bracket than
Yeah,
other men.
right. Yeah, yeah.
Small
One
stuff
of the
like
things I
that
can do.
make people remember
Yeah,
you.
it is. It is. It is exactly. So let me ask you a question, man. Like, man, you know I'm get personal for you, man. When the last time you went on a date, bro? A real date? I ain't never asked you that.
Why
Ever.
you
When the last time
asking
you went on a date,
me
bro?
on the spot?
Hey, man, I
Oh
got to,
man,
man. Like, you gotta remember this conversation, real conversation, just popped up to my head. I'm just curious, bro.
yeah, I have to say, 2021
So one. Damn, you
in
been on a date in 3 years, bro.
Las Vegas. Yeah,
Well, hold on. Was that a date or a one night stand?
I paid for it. I paid for every. No, 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 no,
Right,
no.
right. No. I always ask. Look, because I was looking at one of the
No, it was
videos you
a.
said.
It's a
Huh?
long term. It was a long term
Long
relationship.
term relationship.
Yeah,
Okay.
so
So let me
that
ask
was
you a
the
question.
beginning.
I'm asking you this too because look, in the clip I put out last week, you said something about you. Someone can tell you what you like, but you wouldn't know what type of advice would you give because you single. Because
Cause
you been in a
I ain't had a successful relationship. I would
ever.
listen. I would take. I would. That's what I said. I would. People would get better advice from somebody. That's why I said find a married couple who's
Uh,
working to stay together. And the
right,
reason why I said working to stay together is because you gonna have problems. But if
right,
they both are in that agreement to like, you know, no matter what, we gonna work this out, because a lot of these marriages is ending because off of silly shit. Like, I don't feel happy, or I don't, and this really could be
Right.
just a self thing, you know. But
Right.
yeah, so I'm
So
not,
so
I'm
so
not,
so you never had do you think you ever had an example of that though?
I'm like, you got to find an example. Find somebody who's working to not me. I have not had a successful relationship. Obviously, if I'm single, I ain't had a successful relationship. So
Okay, when you say
I can
successful,
only give you
okay,
stuff. I can only give you things from my angle on, you know, how certain things
failure.
came about. Uh,
Right.
but
Right.
that's it. I can. That's all I can do for you. I can say, you know what, I did this. Well, I guess I could. I could say I did this wrong last time, and now
Uh-huh.
you know, I've changed that. But as far as, man, I don't know, man. I only want to get taught from it. Like, if I'm finna fight,
Uh-huh.
if I got a boxing match coming in a month, and I got to train, I only want to get trained from a successful boxer or a successful trainer. I don't want to.
Right. So,
I don't want a
so,
trainer
so,
who got a bunch of losers in his.
so what is your position when it comes? Okay, so it looks like, okay. So what's your position when it comes to like with platforms and content and stuff like that? So you're in the you know, in the space of like dating and etc. So what could you add? Like, what could you add to somebody's value then if you feel that way? Like, it's something you can add, right? Do you feel that?
What you mean? What I can add to a relationship? Or
Yeah,
you?
not
Or I can? What
or
advice I can add to?
advice, right?
Yeah, I can. Yeah, you. Yeah, I guess I don't want to
I don't
put
know. I mean,
myself. I don't
how
want to
can
put
you? Because
myself down that low. But yeah, I can't give some
I
advice.
know.
But I'm gonna give a disclaimer. Just like
What's
I gotta put on these these herbs that I create. The FDA. This has not been regulated by the FDA. I'm gonna put a disclaimer. Hey, I'm gonna give you this advice, but I ain't had no successful relationships.
oh man, oh man.
I'm
So
just
okay.
playing.
I know you is. I know. Hey, they
No, no, no. I
nah,
think
nah.
I take advice from anybody, to tell you the truth. So I hope
Mhm.
somebody will look at me and be like, "All right, I'm gonna just take your advice and try to do what you
Right.
say."
Yeah. 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 So what would you say? Okay. So look, check this out. So I don't think I ever asked you this last time we talked. I was gonna ask you about like, okay. So the segment on independent women, right?
Uh
Independent women. Um, do you understand? I'm gonna ask you, man to man. Do you understand the weight that they carry?
Yes, hell yeah. Come
Okay,
on, bro. All right,
all right.
so
So how you feel
you
about
got
the
mass
attitudes?
incarceration.
How you feel about the attitudes though? I mean, the temperament of some of them or most of them.
I don't think that is that should be warranted. I don't think they should be. I don't think they should have an attitude, because if you already got it going on, you wouldn't have to stun or anything. You know what I'm saying? People would just see it in your example. So
Right.
um I support, you know, women that are independent. Especially, I would love for it to be easier for every single mom. By the way,
Mm-hmm.
I would love for
Right.
it to be like, you know what I'm saying, 401 automatic 80,000. You know what I'm saying? I wish it was easier for them, for sure. Um, but as far as the being boastful, I don't know that. I think they got that from their white counterparts. You know,
Mm-hmm.
they loudmouth braggarts, like to
You
kick
think
you while you down.
who are you talking about? Who does it? Who do that?
These non-blacks in these positions, especially
Okay.
corporate America.
All right. All right.
We learn
Yeah.
from example. You know, after integration, we learn exactly how to. We learn the nastiest to be the nastiest towards each other. So we have
Yeah.
many examples, but I don't want to go. I digress. I don't want to go too far into that.
you
But uh,
gotta get on the couch.
yeah, I'm about to hit you. I'm about to hit you. No, but you know what, because I'm a solutionist, so I like to go to
right.
the source. Like,
Source of
it's
the problem.
easier to go straight to the source, and then you can figure out what the hell
Right.
happened from there.
Right. So I got okay. So let me ask you. Okay. So look. Speaking of which, you say you. Hey. So look.
You about to get me in trouble
No.
on
I was
this.
talking to a friend of mine the other day. No. I was talking to my friend the other day. We was talking about. You know how they always say women say there's no good guys out here, and then men sometimes say there's no good women out here, right? You know what I came to the conclusion, man? When I thought about it, I was just like, all the good women probably at the house, bro. we,
You don't steal. You don't do your own grocery shopping. You're doing too much Instacart. You don't see the good men and women. They do
yeah, the
their
good
own
women
grocery.
in the house, man. I just realized that it took me
Or or
this long.
whatever is in your vibration, that's what you attract.
Right.
So
Right.
what would help put the accountability on oneself is, instead of saying it's no good men, you say I haven't found any good men in my experience. Then
Right.
they put it on yourself, because you start to ask yourself questions then that can be answered, like, why am I attracting niggas like this?
Right. Right.
You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So when
Right.
you put, or when a guy said, man, all these women cheat, or all the women you've been around cheat, you got to when you rephrase it, then accountability is on oneself, and it's, you get to change it up. You get to, now you can change it, because make it a blanket statement ain't gonna do nothing but add fuel to the
Mm-hmm.
fire. But if you
Yeah.
add accountability into the picture, then you can work on changing it. Okay, why am I attracting these type of people? Why am I on this low vibration?
Mm-hmm.
You
Yeah.
get
I
answers
think.
from there.
And not going to church tonight, but I'll say this, and because most people can equate what I'm talking about, because most people, we all went to church, right? We all went to church, and we all pretty much know a little bit about the Bible. And one of the things they say is, it says, life and death is in the power of the tongue, right?
Mm.
Okay, so when you look at it from the aspect of bringing things in your life, life and death is in the power of the tongue, meaning that whatever you speak, it will be. If it's good, it will be good. If it's bad, it'll be bad, right?
Mm-hmm.
So when I see that and I use that as an example, I have to realize that I can acknowledge it mentally, but not long, but then never speak of it. No speak, no, it's no evil,
Mm-hmm.
right? You know, so for me, I just think that I am careful what I think. I'm careful about what I say, and I'm careful about who I'm around.
Be
You
careful what
see,
you entertain, because
be careful what you
especially when you
entertain.
smoke, your mind go. Sometimes people's mind goes straight to a negative movie. Like, you just go in. You got to stop
Right.
yourself. You got to cut it
Yeah.
off.
Right.
You got to cut it
Right.
off, man. It's
Yeah.
hard.
Yeah.
It's hard with negative thoughts, though, especially if you got a propensity to do so. Like, if you all, if your meter is always towards negative, you know, it takes some practice,
Mm-hmm.
but it can be done. But it's hard if everything in your mind is. We've been
Yeah.
trained like that, dog. You know, I'm real talk. We in captivity
Right.
over here.
So I guess you say, okay. So I always say, yeah, those things are easier said than done. So where would a person start? I guess a person would probably start from the aspect of, again, I think it goes back to self worth, right? Not certain things you wouldn't put yourself around because you know you're more valuable than that, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think you would have to start with the self worth part, right, in order to get out of that mindset, right? And then at that time, your actions have to be finding positive environments,
That's it. Self
right?
worth and self work.
Right, self worth, and then another one would probably be more so like um, friends. Everybody can't go. The more we elevate in life, guess what?
Yeah,
Everybody can't go,
yeah.
and that's not always financial. That's always mentally. That's always spiritually. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
You gotta pretty much, um, you gotta pretty much surround yourself with people who are as of equal or greater, especially when it comes to mentality.
It's like pruning trees.
Right,
If you ever prune
right,
trees, some of them
right,
leaves ain't bad. They just not.
right,
They just don't support the direction in which this branch needs to grow.
right,
So
right,
some of them gonna fall
right,
off. You're gonna grow new ones. That's how it is. You
right.
can't. It ain't no hard feelings. To nobody that had to fall off or get cut off. But uh, you know, we had to grow
Now
in a
look,
different direction.
Let's check this out. I'm gonna bring my boy Jay in the back. He get
Hey,
himself set up, man. Jay, when you ready, put your thumbs up, man. When you ready, bro. Everybody that's in the comment section, at least hit the like button or whatever. We got Jay coming in. What's up,
there
Big
we
Jay?
go.
What's happening, man? What's
What
going
up? He
down, man?
upside up and everything.
He doing
Yeah,
what?
man.
He upside up and everything. Last time it seemed like it was upside down the whole time.
Nah, man. I logged on through my laptop today.
Oh, good.
Oh,
We in there now.
You know what I'm
How you
saying?
feeling, bro?
I feel great, man. It's a beautiful day. This weather is up and down, shit. So we just, we making it do what it do, man.
Hey.
Yeah. Hey, Jay, did you hear the part when I asked him what all the good girls at, and I say I finally came to the conclusion they at the house, man. Like, you know how we put ourselves in situations, man. We go to these places, certain places that, man, yeah, the women gonna be out there. They're gonna be out there and not realizing that
Hey, Netflix and chilling.
Hey, but there's certain events though you could go to, and they gonna be in there.
right.
They gonna be in there.
Right.
Good ones. The good ones gonna be in there.
Them old school concerts, them 90s concerts.
Yeah, them concerts. Yeah.
They gonna be there.
So you almost gotta pick and choose the events. You gotta kind of like, because they may only hit 2-3 of them throughout. Yeah, you gotta catch them. Because when wintertime comes, you're done.
Yeah.
You're done. Yeah.
You're done. They out, man. They all over the place, man. It's just,
And this is
you
summertime.
gotta catch them at the right time, man.
Yeah. So look, check this out. Okay, so what the girls? Okay, we already talked about it. Okay, look, check this out. I ain't asked y'all this last time though, because I think I had a couple questions from some people in the inbox. We was talking about. I guess they caught the clip. We was talking about, one of you guys said something about they don't go back. I think that was Jay. He said he don't go back to 33. So Jay, what's your age? What's your age limits, bro? Your beginning, and where you cut it off at?
Man, I'm kind of starting to go up more. I want to say 40, but I'm going to give him a soft 38, 37. Now, I don't like going back to like 33, but I remember I did have this 31-year-old, man. She was cool. She was a mature young lady, had some great qualities about her. But then again, though, we ain't on the same wavelength. She trying to have kids. I ain't trying to have no more. You know what I'm saying? She didn't have no kids. She want kids. I can't give her that. I'm not gonna give her that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not. Man, look, I like sleep. I ain't getting up for no children now. You know what I'm saying? So, I pretty much, I'm gonna say 37 and up, man. 37 and up, maybe 36, but 37.
What's the stopping point?
Hey man, I ain't gonna lie, man. The way these women looking now, older,
Man.
I don't know.
50.
I don't
What'd you
know.
say? What'd you say, Doc?
50. If she good with it,
Hold on, you said 50. How old are you now?
45.
What,
Man,
50 is max for you, bro.
Year-olds bad.
You talking about? You said that's the. I mean, yeah. I mean,
that's the max you'll go.
50. Well, I wouldn't do 60 not right now.
60 only 15 years old. Hey, let me tell you this.
Yeah,
I'm gonna stop when she's smelling like mothballs.
In Geritol. If she starts smelling like Bengay and Geritol,
I done seen some bad 60-year-olds too, bro. Like, this ain't the old school. This ain't the old
60.
It's different out
big
here.
Hats. With the big hats.
Because
this ain't the big church hats. It's different out here.
When I seen people 40 when we was younger, life was over. It looked like life was over. They was content.
You look like an auntie. Right, fact.
Yeah, they look like a grandfather, now we in our 40s, we look better than the youngsters.
Right,
you know
right.
So
right.
Yeah.
That man said 50. I don't know, man. I'm going 60.
But look, now here's the funny thing about it. He said 50 like he 30 something.
Yeah,
that's how I feel.
So what's the youngest you'll go?
I be thinking like hooping, can she go rebound for me while I
Hey, so what's the
I be
oldest
doing
you'll
shoe
go then,
drills
bro?
and shit.
I mean, what's the
Uh,
youngest you'll go then? Nah, what's the
uh,
what's the youngest you'll go?
like, all right, so having conversations with this 30-year-old,
Oh Lord, this nigga can't get you straight.
but she got to Google everything I say.
What you about the young girl? It's not no old girl. she,
She
she can
Google
say,
everything. I be like,
uh,
yeah, Terrence Trent D'Arby, son. She said Terrence Trent D'Arby. So I'm like, God damn, I gotta watch what I say around. I gotta watch how old these artists is around.
okay, how old is she, bro? You still ain't get to the age. Like
I said she was
you look.
30.
Oh, okay, 30. Yeah,
Yeah, I said
Terrence.
she was 30. But I don't know, man. And then I be thinking about mentality too. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people are crystallized in their thinking by the time
Right.
they 30. So
Yeah.
a decrystallization period is doable within those 10 years from 30 to 40. But
This nigga
after
sound like a
40
scientist.
and on,
Yeah.
they stuck in trying to tell you, bro. That's why it's called menopause, because it put men on pause.
Yeah, I knew that's what he's gonna start saying.
I'm serious. They crystallizing they thinking around that age. So I'm like, that's why I'm like, 50.
50, man. Yeah, it's some. Listen, man. I'll just say this. My mom's 67, right? She had me when she was young. So I'm 50. So I just kind of feel a certain kind of way with somebody close to my mom's age, bro. So I don't really have too much room. See what I'm saying?
Hey, let me ask you this. You
Choose
ain't never
wisely.
seen none of your mom's friends, nigga. When you was
Man.
younger, you I'd knock her down.
Yeah, when I was young.
Yeah, but that's when they was that's when they was 30.
Mark, what if she looking the same right now, Mark, thick and juicy, and now you a grown man and she wants you?
Man.
Hey, man. We'll have to talk about that.
No comment.
I guess.
I'm entering
No,
that
no, okay.
chat room right
So,
there.
so look, so I'm flexible. Then I'm flexible, bro. I'll say I'm flexible, but not
You
too
flexible,
flexible.
Terry.
60 would be max for me.
You gotta be listen, it's gonna have to be an exceptional 55, 60.
You just
You got to be taking care of yourself, huh?
You ain't seen some of these 55 and 56,
I have.
57
Right,
year
I have.
right.
It's
I've been
not
to grown folks. I've been to
Yeah.
grown folks. I've seen them.
That's old national though.
I've been
You
to-
gotta go see the ones in
I've been to cats. I've been to cats. I'm getting closer.
Hey, look, check this out. Hey, speaking of date, hey Jay, have you ever dated outside your race before, bro?
Not dated, maybe, had entanglements, but never just dated. I was coming to Atlanta, it's too scary. Because these black women, they don't play no when they see you with a white girl or something else.
Mm-hmm.
Well, in particular a white woman, they gonna clown.
Right.
I had a homegirl come from California. She white, but she tried to be around a black, so she thought that she could just go to the U bar with a black dude. And
never gonna work.
She got drinks poured on.
Oh yeah, she get no drinks poured on her, but she got called everything in the book. Every woman was
real. Damn.
Yeah, they don't like that in the South, man. Like they really especially on the South side of Atlanta, they really don't like that, man.
Yeah, slavery was 4 years ago. It was recent.
Yeah.
That's why.
Yeah.
They don't like 4 years ago. Black women got that complex that when a black man make it, he going to the white girl. And I'm just like, you got to get the men in the urban. Stop going for these celebrities. When you look at urban men, I can't lie to you. If I'm trying to talk to a white girl right now, I'm trying to break her. I want everything. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get in that bank account.
So it's a lick.
He said he want restitution.
Yeah, I'm trying to break her.
My reparations now.
Hey, I'm trying to break her. I ain't gonna never leave my black woman for no white girl. Never. That ain't even. You know what I'm saying?
Say he want restitution for his shit.
Look. I don't like the smell of them. I don't like nothing. You know what I'm saying?
That man wild.
Hey, Mark.
Hey, Mark. I ain't trying to drink no milk for dinner. I'm trying to, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to have some
Oh
cool
You
man,
want
breeze,
some,
something. You know what I'm
you want
saying?
some dark
you got
chocolate
you got
for
you got to rinse
dessert.
Yeah.
that milk out.
Hey, what about you now? Have you ever dated outside your race?
Yes,
Huh?
I got
I'm talking about relationship.
relationship, bro. My first daughter is
Okay,
mixed. She's 17
okay.
now. She just had a prom, but she mixed. But
Mm-hmm.
that's when I was asleep. Not saying it like that because I love my daughter, but I woke up.
Right.
Now I'm exclusively with sisters.
Okay. So how long you was dating? Was she
I was
white,
dating her
black?
for about
I
two
mean,
years.
black. She was a white girl.
Well, Sicilian and
So how was it?
Italian, but yeah.
Okay, whatever.
How was it?
So
What am I
how
gonna say
was it
about
when it
that?
came to her parents? Her parents though.
Oh, you
So
know
her
what? I'm
parents
gonna be
like
real with you. She had a super
right,
cool family. Like,
right.
coming from where I grew up, you be trying to look for
Mhm.
the races. You be trying to look for the little undertones, and you be. Some of her friends were questionable. Some of her friends were
uh-huh.
questionable, but her family, oh, they was all solid,
Mhm.
man, super solid. Like I couldn't pick better.
Yeah, man. I've never dated outside of my race, and
For
I can say
real,
I never slept with anything outside of my race either. I don't know,
that's
man.
dope.
I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I don't know. I think maybe it's a common thing. The struggle. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
You know what it
yeah. You
is
got Now
to be.
that was one thing, bro. She
Hmm.
could not. I used to talk to her about because I was waking up while I was with
Hmm.
her. You know what I'm saying? So I used to talk
Hmm.
to her about issues and stuff, and because she actually put me on, like, start me on the path. Because she was like, she said, "You know how I got all this ass?" She's like, "Because the Moors ruled Spain for 700 years."
She did history. She let
Said
some
the
black
Moors
dude,
ruled
bro.
Spain for 700 years, and she was Sicilian and Italian. I was like,
Hmm.
for real? So I started looking into it, and I'm like, damn, Moors did rule Spain for 700 years,
Hmm.
bro. So I started looking,
Right.
going into it. So when I used to bring it back to her, like, hey, did you know this about black people? I guess it was overkill because it started, she could really relate like that. So
Yeah.
that was
I
that was
think
that
that's.
right. That was it for me. We can't relate. I mean, you know.
Yeah, I think that's what it was. I never could really relate. Never dated them. At this stage, I don't really have the urge to. Am I open to it? Not really. But you know, if you date outside your race, that's fine. I'll just say for me, that's not for me. Right? It's not for me.
Yeah, it's not
Speaking
for
of
me.
which, hey, so I'm gonna ask you this. Nah. Um, if you was to build a woman, how would she look? Like, what would be her?
Oh, hit me
Give
with
me
the
height. Give me
nines.
everything, bro.
Oh man, that's gonna take some
What's the
time.
height, bro?
This ain't like, even weird science took some time. Hold on, let me think. You said height?
I, I
5'5"
yeah.
with brown eyes, for sure. Maybe that's
You
embedded
don't
in
like
my.
tall women, bro. Jay, you like tall women, bro? Or you like them all?
Well,
Same.
I'm 5'10" and a half, 5'11",
So Jay,
I like all heights. I don't really go for like under 4'11". I don't really even like 4'11" like that, but you know what I'm
I
yeah,
did
saying?
four
Give
eleven
me,
one time.
short
Yeah.
too.
give me, give
That's
me a
short.
cool little. You know what, man? Just give me a little Jill Scott, man. I'm cool with her, man. I rock all the way out.
I, what you mean?
He said
Let
that's
me have
it.
a
Is
That's
she
just
Jill Scott. Yeah,
is she
thick.
tall? Is she tall or short?
I
But
don't
look,
know.
I used to like when I was younger. I used to like tall, light skinned women for some reason. 5'9" or better. The tallest girl I ever dated was I'm 6 feet, so tallest girl I ever dated was 6'4".
wow.
Damn.
Right? Let me tell y'all something. She was six
Tell me.
four. Right? We dated for a little bit, but look, it was weird. I used to tell her don't put no heels on.
Man, you
Right?
gotta wear flats everywhere we go.
You gotta wear flags everywhere we go. But let me tell
I
y'all
think
something. Let me tell you the funniest thing. Go ahead, Jay.
I think the tallest I dated was 6'1", and she came with some heels, and she was a little over me. I was like, but shoo, man. Let me tell you something. I don't know where all these tall women came from after COVID, because I ain't seen them like that before COVID. Now they just
Hmm.
blue out of here. They so ooh.
I see a lot of shorter women now for some reason, bro.
Man,
I don't know. I don't
I
know.
see a 5'11", 5'10". Man, I ain't gonna lie. Ooh, 5'10", thick as ever. Oh my God. You can
That's
hey,
good.
have it all.
That's
Yeah.
Serena. That's Serena action right there.
Yeah,
Yeah,
get it off.
yeah, man.
Get it off.
But I remember, man. I think the girls, her side, her Let me tell y'all, it was so funny because I went outside to grab something, and then I came back. I went upstairs, man. I see some big ass shoes in the room, bro. I forgot it was. I thought a nigga was in the room, bro.
You had a
Then I
size
thought
14
about it,
on
man.
you,
Yeah, man. She had some big feet on her, bro. She was 6'4".
Hey, was they some New Balances? I don't know why I see some white New Balances.
I did date a 4'11" one too. That was different.
Boy, you silly.
And,
That nigga said
nah,
I
I'm just
thought a
saying,
nigga was in
man.
the
What'd you say?
He said I thought a nigga was in the house. This man crazy.
Man, I did, man. I did. I mean, like her shoes were so big, 15, man. I was just like, but and so for me, I used to
That's funny.
gravitate toward. I used to gravitate. If I was to put it on a scale, as far as like color, I would probably say I dated mostly. Who? Dang, it's almost evening out, but it used to be light skinned women for real. I don't know why. Maybe because my mom was light skinned. You know what I mean? I don't know because we tend to kind of gravitate.
Yeah.
Maybe not look like our mom, but at least have some things that's similar to our mother, right?
Yeah.
Which leads into my other thing. Go ahead, Jay.
I never, I like light skinned girl. Let me say it like this: when you was growing up, dark skin in the '80s was like being black in the 1920s. It was rough. So
Man.
girls that really used to come at me, like they used to holler at me or be on me, was light skinned women. So at first, that's what I was attracted to. But once I got a little older, brown skinned chocolate women. Like I've met dark skinned girls who be like, I don't date dark skinned dudes. And I'll be like, "Girl, you blacker than me. Like, how don't you like dark skinned guys? Like
Self-hate.
I'm trying to figure that out. I mean, the girl said I don't date dark skin. I'm like, how that work? So light skinned girls was my preference at first because they were coming to holler at me. Dark skinned girls never hollered at me. Brown skinned girls never hollered at me until I got a little older. Then all of them started coming at me. You know what I'm saying? But it's, I mean, I think it's how you treat it by them. Like it's like how we talk
Yeah.
about white girls. We talk about some black dudes, but some black dudes then had a hard time with some black women. And the white girl was more, their speed on how they wanted to be treated. You know what I'm saying? And how they wanted to be talked to. Everybody can't take a black woman. I love a black woman, but everybody can't take it, or the black woman downed that man so much, or all the black women he dealt with downed him so much that he had to go somewhere else.
Well, that's how it was for me in Arizona. Well, they ain't down me. It just wasn't a lot. It was 5 of them out there when I was living in Arizona. 5 black women.
Girls.
Hey, they out there in Arizona now.
Now they are. But now when I was there, it wasn't a lot. So I was like,
yeah, I mean,
Slim Pickens.
yeah, but you know what? I don't know if I told y'all this. I think I was talking to somebody, but one of the things that we kind of also got to remember, like especially when guys want like exotic women, they call them exotic, right? Or they go over to, a foreign country and bring them back, right? Thinking they have like this trophy, not realizing that what I just realized because my cousin is in Honduras, and like he told me, it's a survival mechanism for them, right? Ain't really, and so guys really think they're gonna go there and land it based upon them being that guy, and the women over there are just
You're trying to get a green card.
They trying to right. They trying to come up because it's a third world country. You know what I mean? So, you can't. If you think you're trying to run from one thing, right? the so and so black woman. Look what you running into over here. Do you work for somebody who just
Whole
using
new
you for
set
your
of problems.
resources? Right, and it happens on both ends too. I have questioned some situations where I've seen some guys that probably come from another country and use women to come up.
Mm.
I've heard about that too. And this girl, and this girl I know, she was telling me about. Jake must have popped up for a second. Hey, one of the things I heard. Speaking of that, one of the things that I was listening to. You ever heard about like male prostitution going up here? You ever heard about that? Like
What
a
you
lot of
mean?
women now. Okay, a lot of women now are actually paying for male prostitutes.
They hiring?
Or I don't know. I guess you gotta do
I'm
your
just
own.
playing. Uh,
Nah, I
no,
guess
I'm
you
just
gotta
playing.
do your
Now,
own
is that
marketing. You
is that
gotta
what's
do your
going
own
right
marketing.
now, bro?
No, for real. Because they saying like
Women
I was
are
talking to one of my
hiring
good friends, or
male
or some
gigolos.
or escort or whatever, right, for their own thing. Because okay, so you remember. So okay, mostly it's two things for me when it came to prostitution, right? It was the excitement of it, but the main thing of it, there was no ties of connection. It was what it was, right? That was part of the whole male prostitution
Mm,
thing, right?
okay.
Now, excuse me, female prostitution, like guys in their mind, like I just pay this woman, and then I'll just be
I ain't
straight,
never got to
right?
worry about her
Ain't got to
again.
worry about anything. Now with dating the way it is, they're saying some women now are actually doing the same thing now. Somebody can make them feel good for a night. They'll spend the money. They straight. You know what I mean? You haven't heard anything about it? Like that's on the rise. Pull it up.
Oh no, I believe you.
Yeah, yeah.
I've been approached like that at 7 9.
What to do what?
This lady, she just wasn't desirable.
What she wanted you to do? A part time boyfriend or something?
I guess that's she said. She was like, what the, she was like, I oh, she had I mean, she had this crazy looking gut too. I was just like, she had a
Mm-hmm.
dude too, and she was like, I just want to borrow you sometimes. I make it worth your while. I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
I'm good, ma'am. She's like, here, put your number in my phone. So
Right.
I was thinking to myself, maybe I'm too nice to this lady. Let me run. So every
Right.
time she came to the grocery store, I'll be looking from the back. I just won't go in until she leave. I won't go out on the floor till she leave. But yeah, while I was at 7 9, somebody approached me like
Nah,
that. I mean, but
I
she is an older lady. I seen this one on I don't know what it was, HBO at night. I don't know what it was, but it
uh-huh.
was a lady. She was a flight attendant, and she
Mm-hmm.
said she ain't got time to have a boyfriend and doing all this because she be working all the time, flying,
Mm-hmm.
city to city. And she said whenever she just go to her base city, she got this male gigolo that she call, and they do that business, and he leave. So I
Yeah,
heard
yeah,
about it.
yeah. It's on the rise amongst women. I heard. So I mean, which is goes back to what we said as far as the racist part of it. A lot of people are actually dating other races because they feel like the other race may be easier. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Or it's
Easier to control.
to control. Right.
Uh-huh.
Right. Man, speaking of this control stuff, man, I don't want a woman that I can control. I don't really like to use the word
I
submissive,
don't
bro. I
want
don't even use
either side.
that. What do you
I
mean
don't
you
want
don't
a
want
woman
either
I
side?
control. I don't want a woman controlling me. You know what I'm saying? Let's just be us and be free. Let's be free to be our own people. Like I'm not gonna approach certain things the way you want me to. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
A lot
Speak
of
on it.
times, a lot of times we correct people. We correct people on how we would do it. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And people might have their own style, their own approach, and you get your own results from it. You know what I'm saying? I'm sorry.
Yeah.
No.
Nah, they hit home for you.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
Yeah,
man. Hey,
man.
man. So look. This is a dating show. I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna double up on you again on like I asked you earlier.
Here we go.
I mean, what is it about the date, bro? You said you ain't about a date in 3 years, man. What's up with that, man? You gotta. You gotta
Well,
see where you at,
I
bro.
was in a relationship. I was just broke up
When y'all broke
last
up
year. So,
last year, not even
and
a date though, bro.
I ain't been on a date since then for sure.
You say you just ain't in it. The mind ain't in
Yeah, when I was in a relationship, hell, I was living the date, but
it. How you living a date, man? What you mean
I'm
by that?
I'm talking crazy. I'm just
So
talking crazy. I'm just saying it never, you know, it don't go far
yeah.
because of. I think it's me. I'm gonna just say it's me
Uh-huh.
for because we on live. I'm gonna say it's me.
Oh man, it's all good. Hey,
I'm
hey,
just
so look. Hey, so have you ever have you ever had like a romantic date before? Have you ever laid something out for a woman before, bro? Are you like the romantic type of guy?
You know what? Ooh, this might
What?
turn a couple of ladies off, but I am not the romantic type. I'm the fun type.
What you mean you the fun type? What you
Like
mean?
I will do some fun shit. It won't. I
Right.
like me sprinkling rose petals and shit. Like coming to America. I ain't did that. I'm sorry. I ain't. I don't know. I'm just not. I ain't that type. But I fun the whole evening. We'll have some fun. We'll go top golf. Go on.
Right.
We're going them scooters on the belt line. You know, we have some
Yeah.
fun. I'm gonna have some fun. You know,
Yeah.
that's why I am.
I like fun dates.
I ain't been the romantic. I don't know, man. I ain't much of a Disney prince. You know what I'm saying?
I
And
mean, I think they're warranted every once in a while. I think they are. You know, I'm a fun date too, man. I like it. You know, I'm an outdoor person. I do it
yeah,
all. I do the whitewater rafting, tubing, all that stuff.
yeah,
You
the
know what I'm
fun
saying? I like to
shit,
experience
man.
stuff. Yeah, I like to take a woman out and be like, "Oh, I ain't never did that before." You know what I mean? Like
Let's go to
that
San
reaction.
Diego and hit some seals on the head with 2x4.
Okay, now,
That ain't
now
legal
come
no
on,
more.
bro.
I'm just playing.
Come on, man. Hey, Na is also a comedian, y'all. In case y'all know, that's why his name is
Hey,
Not a Great.
hey, check this
He
out.
is actually. He is actually.
Hey,
He's
they gotta
he's a relationship comedian.
oh man, see, that would make me an expert in that. And yet again, I gotta have at least
God.
one successful one for me to be an
Hey,
expert at this shit.
hey, what's your okay? Look, check this out. What's your biggest pet peeve when it comes to women and some of the things they do? So, say for instance, you going out with a woman and she does this one thing, and then you be like, man, I can't believe she did this. It didn't threw me off. Like you ever been out with a woman, you saw something, and you was like, oh
Oh
hell,
man, this is a pet peeve, and this is the deal breaker for me.
all right,
Total, total deal breaker for me. I might be petty, but if you give the waiter or the waitress a hard time, like you snazzy with them for you having to repeat yourself or anything, you giving them a hard time, you sending them back. I'm that shit is over for me, and I'm not eating the food because a lot of times I'll be like, man, I'll be sitting. I said, we finna get our shit spit in. I know somebody doing it, and
right,
it's gonna be just my luck. It's gonna be us. I'm like, listen, whenever they go to that, bro, it let me know. It let me know so much that you ain't saying, so much about you. Yeah, and that's
yeah,
happened to me many times,
yeah.
many times.
I think my biggest pet peeve is oh man, okay. So I think one of the biggest ones I probably ran into is that again, like women that like to talk about themselves,
Mm,
like to take, like
mm.
I'm talking about. It's okay to let me know a little bit about you, but every other sentence I don't need to know what you do, right? That's probably one of my biggest. I can deal with almost anything except that.
Mm.
Yeah, which is deep because that means I'm really overlooking some things, but
Man, yeah, I said,
you know
damn,
what I
that's it.
mean. Yeah,
You
no, I
really don't
mean
like that.
outside of like always constantly on the phone. Always whatever you're doing on the phone, whatever that may be, right? They always say if a woman or a man or anybody's in the presence of another, don't really want to be there if they're on their phone.
I ain't
Yeah, I
got
see
your
it a
full
lot.
attention. Yeah. And if you're on
Right,
your
right,
phone, I'm good too. Yeah, that's another one. You
right,
showing me
right.
already. You showing me something that you gonna always hold bigger than it's gonna be bigger than me, and that's not important. Now, if you had a goal or somewhere you was
Right.
trying to go that was
Hmm.
bigger than me, I'm finna help you with that shit. But if it's something small like a phone, it's one of your best friends. If you don't want to let that male best friends, I meant to say. So, cause yeah,
Yeah.
that's another thing for me. You got a lot of male best friends. That's a deal breaker for me because it don't
So
necessarily mean that you smashing them, but it let me know that you gonna always want attention from a man. And if I don't give it to you, or if I can't give it to you, you gonna move on to one
yeah,
of the ones.
that's probably another big turnoff too for me.
Yeah,
Attention. Women that women that like to seek attention. That's probably one of my biggest ones too, because that
yeah.
to me that's a sign like, what if something goes left? What if something goes left in our relationship, right? And then you feeling down, and then here come, you know what I'm saying, whoever with the white horse pulling up, you know,
Right.
that would be one. And then two, as a man and your woman goes out, you're already at a disadvantage because she's out, she's not with you, she's with her friends, but guess what? She's not with you, right? And so your security level you can't do anything about it. The only thing you can do is react after the situation happened. Really, to be honest with you, right? You
Mm-hmm.
can't prevent the situation as a security factor, right? So the thing about the issue with those who seek attention, it causes so much other issues and problems that as men, it's nothing we can do. It really does not allow us to be the protector as we supposed to.
You make it really hard to protect you. Really hard. Let me give y'all an example. Like, say, like if we, if I'm with you in the club, right? If I'm with you in the club and every dude that we walk past, you stopping to talk to, whether you know him or not, it makes it harder for me to protect you because I don't know, you know what I'm saying, who's friend, who's foe. And I'm just, it just made me, in turn, other people watching is making the dude with you look weak because it's like, damn, this nigga just walking with her and she just, she just getting grabbing loose with everyone. So I'm just saying, that makes it very hard to protect you. And another thing, if you snazzy, you got an attitude, you're always popping off at the mouth. Not trying to go all into that, but it
Right,
makes it harder for us to protect you if you
right.
can't listen to us say, hey, chill. You know what I'm saying? Because I done
Hmm.
seen a lot, like I had a couple exes who they go like snap and pop so fast, it's hard to bring them down. It's like
Right,
it reminds me of like when I grew up in the hood, so I used to see a whole bunch of pit bull fights and shit, right?
right.
And once pit bulls, what is a fly doing up this late? Once pit bulls, once pit bulls get this look in their eyes, bro, it's like once they get, it's hard to get them off of what that
Right,
target. I see the
right.
same thing as some of the exes I was with. I call it the pit bull eyes. She got the pit bull eyes, and it's hard to snap them. You hard to protect at that point. Like
Right,
it's like we two niggas now. We about to
right.
fight.
We about to fight.
You know what I'm saying? Like
Two fists
it's
lock him
about to
up.
be a fight with your mouth.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
yeah, so certain things you can do makes it harder to protect. If I teach my daughters especially, carry yourself like a queen or a princess. Look how they carry themselves. You don't see them snazzing off jack. You don't see them doing they it's straight royalty the whole time. Because they think
Right,
royalty.
right.
There's certain dedications that they used to do, bro, back in the day to make themselves look a certain way. Like back in the day, the king did not did not leave the throne.
Right,
He sat there
He
He
sat there on the
sit
throne.
there, he had sex there, he did everything on the throne just to keep a certain posture, like we was talking about earlier.
Mm-hmm.
Another thing in the Asian Empire, the dedication they had for their princesses, because the smaller your feet were, the more attractive you were as a woman over there in Asia.
Mm-hmm.
So they used to wrap their feet in
Break the
casts
bones in
as
there.
a
Right.
baby.
Right.
So they'd be grown women, princesses, walking around with these little baby feet. Walk
Right.
around with baby feet. But that's the dedication they had to the throne. You know what I'm saying? You know,
Mm-hmm.
you can't just be calling yourself a queen or a king and you ain't carrying yourself like one. At the least, carrying yourself like one. Because the other main thing you have to have is a following for you to be a king or a queen.
Right. Right.
You
And
gotta
I'll
have a
say this.
kingdom.
I definitely want to say this too for women. In order for you to be protected, you definitely have to listen, but be careful who you're listening to too as well. I'm gonna put that caveat on it because not everybody that you come into contact with, not every man or woman that you come in contact with, they may not be worth listening to. But if you have someone that's really trying to protect you, you're gonna have to listen
You gotta listen.
and understand that you know you leave us without the ability to protect you once you leave the home. So just carry yourself accordingly, and that's for men and women because you are a reflection of your relationship. You know, as men, I know for me, one of the most comfortable things is I can definitely say is that it's a great joy to know that I would have a woman that can leave and don't even worry about anything, how
Mm.
she carries herself, right?
That
Like
integrity.
that's so comfortable.
Oof.
Such a comfortable feeling.
Yes.
And because of that, when we see that as men, we don't we're not gonna want to deal with it. Not to keep it. It's only for one night, just like Luther said.
Mm-hmm. For real.
It's only for like one night.
A woman
But
like
man,
that, you don't want to let down either, bro. You do not want to let her down.
why you say that? Somebody have to walk on eggshells or something like that?
No. I'm talking about the one who's worthy. A
Oh,
woman
yeah.
who's worthy, you don't want to let down. It's you just don't want to see that disappointment on them. It's
So
different.
so so what you mean by worthy? What would be some characteristics of a worthy woman then?
Oh, you gonna make me go there? Some characteristics of a
We're
worthy
gonna
woman is one who's well, I was about to start naming attributes like one who's affectionate and
go.
nurturing, but
Okay. Oh yeah.
if I can cut all of that out, if one who's in touch, truly in touch with her femininity,
Hmm.
even
Okay.
if she's a single mother, she know when to cut it on and off and know where to
Hmm.
use it. See, when
Right.
you use the wrong thing in the wrong place, it can create toxicity.
Hmm.
So when things get toxic, you get to arguing with somebody using masculine energy. It's like you argue with another nigga. That's why niggas get to fighting. It's true though. It's true.
Right.
But using feminine, knowing when and where to use your feminine, man,
Hmm.
that's monumental. That's
Yeah.
somebody like that's a woman who
Yeah.
talks it out, who will talk it out before she starts an argument. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
She will
Yeah.
ask questions before assuming. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
That type
That
of
makes
woman you do
that
not
makes
want to
sense.
let down.
Right. I'll say one is worthy who so one would be a characteristic for me would be we say woman that is worthy of the throne. Let's say that, right? Woman is that's
Mm.
worthy of the throne would be one who is okay, so we always say this use this word peaceful, right? So peaceful goes both ways. As men we can't create unpeaceful or chaotic situations, and women we want that provided to us, right? Okay, so I'll say this. I think we kind of touched on it 2 weeks ago. is that the worthy one for me would be the one when it is chaotic, then she's at peace and allow me to figure it out. Right? Temperament, good temperament would be a good characteristic of a worthy woman of the throne. If we're kings, right? Worthy of the throne, right? Um, Also, I would definitely say one who nourishes in a way of feedback, information, right? That's nourishing to us, right? The moment that a woman whispers in our ear or tell us or tell us certain things about how she wants life to look, right? That's nourishing for us to go make it happen. That gives us the tools to make it. You see what I'm saying? I don't think that we realize that no matter how hard we think we are, when you're really down for a woman, you're gonna listen. You know what I mean? And then the worthy woman will be able to be balanced enough to give you a little bit more insight on the things
Yeah.
you can't see, right? Right.
Facts.
So I always parlay that into a point where I always say, well, how can you see that doing dating? How can you see a peaceful woman? Adverse conversation. Something that you're not gonna go looking for anything, but I can definitely tell you that at some point you're gonna talk about something that you're not gonna like and see how you react. See how that person react. Somehow down you ain't even gotta play that game, right? Just keep talking.
That's
You
it.
keep talking, you're gonna start running into something that person's not gonna
Yeah. You're gonna see
agree
the
with.
pattern.
What you think about that? Have you ever been in a situation like that where you just met a woman and then y'all that first conversation you feel like it's draining?
Oh,
Like,
heck
oh
yeah.
my God, like,
Heck
huh?
yeah. Yeah.
Man, that's the
I'm
worst
thankful
feeling.
for my ability to recognize patterns early.
Right.
I would
Right.
always like that, but now, oh yeah, that's what I said. Like you can ask the same questions in 30 different ways, and you recognize a pattern. And like I said, a woman, like somebody giving the waiter a hard time, that let me know that you impatient as hell. You get what I'm saying? Off
So
top,
that
and it's the
right.
first date. That also
Right.
let me know that you don't even, because once you get to a certain point, you don't even consider what's around you. Nobody's in consideration once you get to a certain point. So that kind of make you a little bit selfish. So those things, like I can see early, like, yeah, we ain't going. Then what tops it off, like even in conversations, I don't even have to see the children. I can hear you talking to your children. How you talk to them, man, that tell me everything.
And you know what? It's funny because I think when people say, "Well, the representative," right? They're always afraid of the representative, and they'll say, "Well, he's just representative. I didn't know so and so." Well, you do know if you conversate enough. I think conversation is the key to it, bro.
Mm-hmm.
I think people don't get to take the time out to really talk, right? I think right now, due to social media, the inboxes, the texts, it's not formal anymore. So you really don't know who the hell you talking to.
Yeah, a
And then
lot of
you go out
people.
on a date with them. Go ahead.
I was gonna say a lot of people are afraid that they gonna find something they don't like about them before they smash.
Dang. You took it from that angle, huh? You tried to smash and dash. For the smash and dash dudes, huh? They don't want to do a whole lot of talking because they might,
I
they might get
want to
exposed or they
find out
might
they don't
expose some
like you.
foolishness.
Right.
Man, man, but you know what? Them days. But you know what? Those days of just meeting anybody, just being
Yeah,
reckless
that should be
young, man.
long gone for us. Yeah, that should
Them
be long.
days old. Them days over, man.
Yeah.
Like I feel like if I put in a position of want to be with somebody like that, man, I really got to kind of dig their mind, bro. That's where I am now.
Yeah. Facts. Facts. I can't even be
Yeah,
intimate with you if I ain't if you can't keep
yeah,
my attention.
yeah. Yeah, I know, man, and I will say this. I'm going to admit this. There have been situations where I've been around a beautiful woman, and even when it was time for us to, and when I just couldn't go there with her, bro. I don't know what it was. I don't. I don't like.
You
I
wasn't
just couldn't
feeling it.
perform that day. Look, it almost had me mess up in my mind. Like something was wrong with me. I had to go out and test the theory somewhere else. Though I was like, well, I'm straight.
It was her.
It was her. I wasn't feeling her. I wasn't feeling her.
Hey, sometimes you're just not feeling somebody. Man, it was this one chick. Man, she was not. She looked nice. Everything. I just was not feeling her, man. Just certain people, you just certain women, you just not gonna feel like that.
Right.
No
So
matter how
so
you
so all
try.
the ladies out there, sometimes it can be physical. We are physical being, but also there is a connection that it's either one or two things. It's either going to be a connection. Okay, so check it. It's either going to be one or two things when it comes to men, right? It's going to be either a connection where you guys are actually having that connection while you're having it, or it's going to be this thing of dominance, right? The energy of dominance, right? So guys that just go out and just sleep with women, that's a dominance thing. That's like an energy of conquering. That's a conquering energy, right? And so then the other energy would be energy of where two are actually connected and having a great sexual experience through connection. So it's either gonna be either or when it comes to us, right? Because I guess looking back now, if I was to really be honest with myself, having multiple partners like that really was it really was a reflection of me wanting to be accepted, bro. I came to that conclusion. I really didn't really like a person like that. I guess since they accepted me, then that's why I decided why not do it. And then when I was done, I ain't feel nothing about it. I'm just being honest.
I had experience like that before for sure. Like
Right.
why
I
did I
think
just
that's an acceptance thing though. Like we wanted to be accepted.
Yeah. Yeah. Why did I just do that? Is that
Right.
acceptance? Yeah,
It's got to
maybe.
be. It can't be anything else. If you don't really like a person, you just sleep with them. It's just they accept you in, right? There's nothing else to it other than they say come on, and then you be like me, yeah, and then you be like okay, and then you go there, and then you realize I really didn't like them.
I was just bored.
I was just bored, or they was just accepting me in at the time, right?
Uh-huh.
So that's a so that is a what do you consider that? That's a flaw in us then.
For sure. For sure. I'm gonna tell you something. Women say about dudes all the time, man, y'all do anything. Y'all do anything. Because we have a hard time saying no. I don't even think that's in
Yeah,
some of our vocabulary, bro. Men are the
yeah.
easiest beings on the planet. They'll do up anywhere, anytime, any place.
And
I
then
know because I
regret it
have.
later. Man, we've always we most of
We
us have
are,
been down that road, bro.
man. We all are like we. Well, I mean, I'm not saying we all, but a lot of men are just easy,
Most.
bro. Most men are super, and that's why I don't know. A lot of times, these women, when they have a preconceived idea about some men, they be right. They be right. Like they don't trust certain dudes. Like when they tripping about them going out, they know they right. They be right, dog. Because if one of these chicks approach them at the club, man, and want to go down, 9 times out of 10, that shit going down. Hope I ain't telling no
That's
nigga.
what, man. That's why I stay out of
But it's
those
true.
places.
Mm-hmm.
Well. I'll put it to you like I stay out of places because it's one is a numbers game. You got to get in front of enough, right, in order for that to happen. And then two, I don't think it will happen at this rate anymore again because I still be looking at you sideways, like, you know, if somebody give me something like that. Now I'm always kind of looking at them sideways, like you
Yeah, I'm
trying to
way
give me
too
something I can't
related.
get.
Right. We'll drop
Yeah,
off
but
the
back then
package.
I didn't think about it. Yeah, like Ed Murphy said, just throw his nick on the crap table. Hope you don't
Exactly.
snake eyes.
But yet and still, me and you and a few other brothers might be at a certain level to where like we look at stuff in a different angle. But most of these
Right.
cats, man, they going for it. Stop playing. They going for it, man. And
Hey man,
that's
more
why a
power
lot of
to
these
it. More power to it.
that's why a lot of these women is like, man, we don't know which one of y'all is which.
Right. Man, but look, check this out. I didn't want to spend too much time today, man. I just want some loose conversations. No real topics in there, man. I think this is more like a locker room conversation right here.
Right.
Like these are
Barbershop.
listen, these are barbershop conversations we just had, y'all. It was really no structure. I may have a couple things I wanted to kind of throw out there. But if you kind of wonder what we talked about, the little relationship talk, there are other things we talk about such as sports and anybody walk past that glass, oh man, she got a big, all that stuff. But also, we may break down to these type of conversations too as well.
Right.
So we just want to bring y'all in, and then we're gonna be doing some more future things in the next few weeks. I want to put some together, things a little bit more structured. But today, we definitely want to just have some real loose conversation, some things you can probably pick up, some things we may, you know that may have been a aha moment for you. So, you got anything to say to anybody out there? Nah.
Man, I just say like, subscribe, share. Get us out there, man, so we can start getting paid for this shit.
Damn, that's good. But that is important. But honestly, I feel like the message is gonna come first, y'all. The universe will reward me for all the hard work. So this is a lot of work. I'm gonna be honest with you. And so here's what I'm gonna do too. Also, ladies, I'm gonna and gentlemen, I'm gonna actually play some of the old videos probably this week. Do a couple of reactions to some of the old videos I had this week. I gotta dump some of these videos out. I have so many, so I want to kind of share on a live real soon. Probably this week. It'll most likely probably be tomorrow or Thursday. I'm gonna pick some videos out. I'm gonna get on live. I'm gonna let them run. I might stop in, give it my quick comment, but I'm gonna do a lot of men's. I think there's women that wants to know a little bit more about men conversation. So I'm gonna put these videos out on live at same time around 8:30. Some older ones from other men to give other perspectives as well. And then we'll have some other things lined up for you. But other than that, thank everybody for taking your time out on this Wednesday. Tomorrow is hump day. Don't hump too hard. And if you hump too hard, put a rub on, okay? All right.
Break
Peace
your back
out.
in it.